So, the hosts, Brazil, Croatia, Mexico and Cameroon in Group A. Brazil opening the tournament then against Croatia, Jonathan.
Yeah, there'll be huge pressure on that game. I kind of think that suits Croatia. I think they thrive on not being liked. I mean, that'll be a hostile atmosphere for them. I don't think that'll bother them in the slightest. I think that's the kind of thing they enjoy, get the best out of them. Huge question marks about them, though. Igor Stimac was sacked as coach after the qualifiers. He'd become massively unpopular. I mean, it was almost a race as to whether he'd be sacked or whether he'd resign first. And then when he did resign, he was told he would have been sacked anyway. Niko Kovac came in. He's limited experience, but very, very popular. As a player, he was very tactically astute. He was, really was the key of that side that went to Euro 2008. With Luka Modric, they've clearly one of the great players. Their problem also is up front that Mandzukic will be suspended for at least that game after the red card he got in the playoffs. And without him, you're looking at Ivica Olic, who...
He gave Ireland a torrid time in the Euros, Mandzukic.
Mandzukic, yeah. I mean, he's one of those players who suddenly exploded, having been very, very raw. You sort of saw some potential there, and you thought he's not quite got the brain for it. But the last year or two, he's looked sensational. But we know he'll be banned for at least one game, maybe two. So that obviously diminishes their options. So in a sense, I guess, if he's going to miss a game, the Brazil game's not a bad one to miss because...
Beat the other two.
Beat the other two and go through, exactly.
Yeah. Aussie? Brazil, what are we saying about Brazil? You're close friends.
No, Brazil is a great team. Certainly, for me, they are the favourite to win the World Cup. I believe there are only 2 or 3 teams that can beat Brazil, no more than that. I certainly think that Argentina is one of them, especially if Messi is right. So Brazil is very, very clear the favourite in the...
Neymar, the star for them?
Neymar is the star, yes, but not only Neymar. As a team, they are very, very powerful. They are playing at home. They're going to have an incredible
Couple
support.
in the Premier League,
Paulinho, Luis, as well as people that we know as well. But I mean,
Ramirez.
With Brazil, yes, with Brazil you always expect a super team, and they're going to have a super team.
So if we're thinking Brazil are going to win it, who's going to challenge them for that second spot? Mexico beat New Zealand, didn't they, in the playoff?
Yeah, I mean, Mexico's form has been really strange. They won the Olympics in 2012, looked really impressive, very good young side. But then I think they drew 9 games in a row. And that's...
So you thought you'd kick on when they won that? You looked,
they really haven't.
They haven't kicked on.
They panicked towards the end of qualifying. They went through 4 coaches in the space of 6 weeks. Miguel Herrera is now going to take over. Yeah. He won the league with America this year. He's known as the Louse, that's his nickname. And it was notable for the playoff against New Zealand. He picked, I think his squad had 10 America players in it, so he stuck with what he knows.
Is Hernandez in that? I don't even know.
Hernandez wasn't in that team, no. But obviously Javier Hernandez, Giovanni Dos Santos, 2 players that we know in England. Yeah. And Giovanni Dos Santos, I think he's one of those players who seems to be a better player for his national team than for club teams.
He's actually very good at Ipswich on loan.
Right.
Not from Spurs, yeah.
And he had a very good Olympics as well. So, I mean, they're an unknown quantity in that you can see the potential there, but their recent form is awful.
Our African expert, Cameroon?
Not in this group, I don't think.
Don't fancy him?
No. Aging team.
I scored against them in 2002, I told you that. So,
that's amazing. Now that you've just admitted you're from Ghana, everyone of colour, we're going to come straight to you, aren't we? You know what I mean?
Africa, we come straight to you.
If you hadn't been here, we'd have to go someone who had a tan. You know what I mean? Blinded.
So again, we need to find... I feel bad now.
They're good. Mexico good.
Yeah, Brazil.
Brazil's number 1.
I prefer Mexico second. Mexico is going to be playing.
You're saying Mexico second?
Mexico.
Mexico going to be playing.
I'd say Croatia.
I'd say Croatia.
Between Mexico and Croatia.
I'm going to go on this. I'm going to go with my little mate Aussie because he knows South American football from
what
the
about our expert?
He ain't won a World Cup.
Hang on. Yeah, true. Are we ruling Cameroon out?
What's going on? Have we decided?
Hang on, are we ruling Cameroon? Brazil won. Brazil first.
Yeah, we know
that.
I think the politics in Cameroonian football make it almost impossible for them to succeed.
So forget them.
And John Paul Akono having the heart attack and being replaced at the last minute by Volker Finke, I think there's too many uncertainties in that squad.
OK, Croatia to finish second.
Anyone?
Mexico.
I didn't listen to you,
Mexico, Marcus.
Oh, it's a sham and a farce.
Mexico.
Don't worry, Jonathan. I'm going to overrule them because I'm going to put Croatia second.
Oh!
You're allowed to do that?
Yeah, it's his board.
I can do what I want.
He runs things over
Come
there.
over it. Actually, please don't.